What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Warehouse Series. So today I'm going to be looking at some random pictures, just giving a little picture breakdown. I'd like to put these videos out because it does help people. And I'm also going to answer a question at the end of the video that somebody asked me on Discord. They private messaged me, so I'm going to answer that question. Before we get to the video today, if you guys can subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Leave comments and give me a thumbs up. And this is probably going to be my last video before the holidays. So guys, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I will probably put out another video next week before the new year. So let's get to the first picture. All right, so right here, guys, I got dots all over this picture. I say all the time that you got to build that imaginary line from the corner of the piece of wood all the way up. Picture that pallet all the way up. You want to stay nice and square. You do not want to be, the first case they put on the bottom, it's not even out to the outside edge of the pallet. So they were already asking for disaster. And then they put a low corner. And then from the high inside to the low corner, they put a case like that. Well, you're asking for trouble. High corners, face cases to the inside of that pallet as much as possible. And they spent the rest of their yellow dots up here trying to move cases inward just to keep the balance going. Because if they would have stacked it, it would have just rocked that whole pallet over. I know that's why they did it. All the other cases, they stacked them in towards the middle of the pallet just to try to maintain it from falling over. So yeah, please do not do this. Cases inward, imaginary lines. Let's move on to the next picture. All right, on this picture here, this is actually another picture that the person sent me from the last Discord video that I did. I just wanted to talk about this a little bit. The first off, the black area down at the bottom there, whether that's flour, sugar, or whatever, I would never put a case of something like that on the bottom of my pallet anywhere, let alone the corner. I would never put that on the corner. I would remove that, drop those 4 yellow Nestea straight down, and the orange marks on the back where the Capri Suns are, the Hawaiian Punches are, Kool-Aids, whatever they are, they're Kool-Aids. I would have took those and stacked them straight on top of the yellow marks where I got the orange marks. So take the orange marks, bring them over. Your arrows, I got them facing towards the middle. I would have pointed all my Gatorades towards the middle of the pallet. The square Hawaiian Punches, Juicy Juices that are the green box that are in the middle, I got no problem with those being in the middle. They would have still fit there if you would have turned your Gatorades and faced them towards the middle, running widthwise along with the yellow cases. That pop, that's up there, or water, it might even be water. If you can, try to stick that towards the inside of your pallet, because they are a problem when you have them on the outside. I see you have 2 liters over there on the outside. You could put them on the outside, but if you can help it, you don't want to put them on the outside. But face your cases towards the middle of the pallet. I told you on the last video, stack your Gatorades. Seems like you're doing the same thing on these pictures where you're going the length of the pallet instead of going towards the middle of the pallet. That's all I would do, is try focusing on bringing your cases towards the middle of the pallet. So I hope this helps and it adds on to your Discord breakdown that I did for you last time. All right, guys, and in this picture right here, before I get to that Discord question that I got, this got to be a new person. I hope it's a new person, and I hope someone's helping them, because the hole right through the middle of the pallet, it's not a good quality pallet. These type of boxes, in my opinion, would be very easy to build. Even if you call them stacked waist high and then you tie it in from there. But yeah, it's something. This person needs help. If they can't stack these bigger boxes like this, then they're really going to struggle. So someone needs to, maybe this person even needs to request for being retrained. And I know you could do that at our warehouse. So if you guys are struggling out there and you're on week 3, week 4, don't wait until week 7 and week 8. Wait until week 3, week 4. If you're still struggling, ask to be retrained. Ask if you could have a trainer for a day just to walk around with you and give you some extra tips. It's not going to hurt anything if you need one. So ask your trainers, if whoever trained you, are we allowed to have a day of retraining? And I would wait until about week 3, week 4. With that being said, I'm going to get to the question that I got. Somebody asked me, when is enough? When do I know that I shouldn't be doing this job? You're just going to know. You could either if you want to, you could work the full training weeks that they give you, and then you could just let them terminate you, and you could do it that way and go to the unemployment line if you want. Or you don't want that on your record. You don't want to be having a termination on your record when you're going to another position. So maybe you want to quit. You would know when you're out of your training weeks you're not anywhere close to making your times. If you are close to making your times, then I'd say, stick with it and keep grinding away. But if you're not even close to making your times, if you get 9 weeks to make your times, and on the 9th week, you are still 40% off, 30% off, and then you don't want to be terminated, maybe it's time to, say, hey, I can't do this job. And I do want to say too, don't be afraid to try other warehouses, because some warehouses are harder than others. I have people on here all the time on my Discord telling me Cisco is a really hard warehouse to select at. And somebody that was actually following my channel told me they got terminated from Cisco. They were telling me how much they appreciated the channel and they were getting a lot of help from it, but they still got terminated. And I said, why not try a different warehouse? Just because one warehouse doesn't work, because there's warehouses everywhere. There's all kinds of different warehouses. There's, medical supplies, there's groceries, there's, you got big box stores like Home Depot and stuff like that. There's warehouses everywhere. So just because one did not work out for you does not mean the other one's not going to work out for you. And I guarantee they're going to hire, because all these warehouses are dying for people. So short video today. If you're in your beginning weeks, don't feel discouraged. Keep trying to plug away at the job. Keep trying to learn the job, especially if you're going to leave and go to a different warehouse that you want to try. The more experience that you get at that warehouse, the better. So I would at least go my training weeks. If you're nowhere near the end, they're going to terminate you anyhow. So maybe that's the time that you might want to quit. But I would at least go the 12 weeks, 9 weeks, 10 weeks, whatever your warehouse is giving you for your training weeks, and whatever goals you have to hit. Hopefully you're hitting them. And that's what I would do, if I was you guys and you think that you're not making it. So, all right. So with that being said, like I said, I hope everyone has a nice and safe holiday, and I will see you next week. Have a great day.